Hello friends, welcome back. I know it's been a while since I've been on, and I gotta be honest, it's been really nice not having to deal with rad issues since my daughter has moved out. Naturally, I wanted to just take a break from rad, just even thinking about it. I do get lots of messages from you and a lot of rad moms ask questions. I do want to give you a reminder, I am just a rad mom. I have no professional experience whatsoever. I'm sure you can tell. I'm just a rad mom sharing my thoughts and ideas and things that I've learned with What I'd like to talk to you about today is the holidays. Christmas is literally next week, and a lot of you have been messaging about issues with that. A lot of drama, especially for those of you who have just got new diagnoses and really don't know a lot about rad. Well, the biggest question I get is, why do they seem to act up during the holidays, during any holiday? They're personally struggling with feelings of their bio family, thinking about their family members that they're not able to see, what's happening with them, not being near them. That brings up a lot of anxiety. And even if this is, if it's an adopted child or a stepchild is still thinking about the other side of their family and wanting just wanting to be near everyone. They're constantly searching for that safe, loved feeling. Honestly, even if they were with every single family member from both sides, they would still struggle with those feelings. But in their mind, they think, if I can just reach this goal, if I can just get this, if I can just have that, I'll feel better. Not only are they thinking about family members, they're thinking about themselves and their own behaviors. My daughter told me this lots of times at night when she was alone with her own thoughts. She would think back to all the behaviors and things that she said and did and hated herself for those things. These kids know what right and wrong is, and they know when they've lied. They know. For a long time I would try to explain to my daughter, this is why it's wrong and this is what makes it wrong, and she would let me talk because it was attention. But she already knew, and she would struggle with those feelings at night that she has about herself because of those things that she would do and say. They really struggle with liking themselves. Anyone, not even these kids, but anyone who's struggling with some sort of trauma or abuse or anything that's happened that was painful. Even an animal will bite, even if you're trying to get it loose from a trap or help it because it was hurt. They're going to bite you because they're in such pain. So their automatic response is protect, self-protect. So this is a good example of why they're so self-focused, because they've been injured. These kids are constantly struggled with feeling unliked, unwanted, unconnected to everyone else. And with that struggle comes anger. They feel very angry, and that anger is taken out on everyone around them. It's kind of like, I'm going to push you away before you have a chance to push me away. I'm going to reject you before you can even have a chance to reject me, because your rejection is just one more and I can't handle it, if that makes sense. Another thing that these kids are really struggling with right now is feeling out of control. They like schedules, they like routines, and during the holidays there's a lot of going to other people's houses, Christmas parties. Probably not as much when you do have a rad child. You're trying to keep them out of those situations as best you can, but going to having get-togethers, a family having a Christmas dinner together, or maybe Christmas Eve, office parties, different type of activities, church. There's church things happening right now. Everyone likes to get together during the holidays, and it's fun. It causes a lot of anxiety with these kids, though. They feel out of control. They feel like they don't know what's going to happen, and they like to have everything planned out in their mind, what they're going to say, what they're going to do in a given situation. And when they don't know what's going to happen or who's going to be there, they can't pre-plan it out. And that's called scripting. I have another video talking about scripting, and they like to have things planned out. So this time of year brings a lot of anxiety because they don't know what's going to happen. Everything is out of control. So some of the things that you can do is, if your child is young enough, you can forewarn them and make a calendar. This is what we're going to do on this day. That way they know and they feel somewhat in control of what's going to happen during the month. You can add on there, we're going to a church Christmas exchange, or we're going to the school auditorium during this time. This is what you can do if you're feeling overwhelmed, and you can help them. Tell me, we can go to the bathroom, breathing exercises. If it's in your home, they can go to their room and have a quiet time just to regather their thoughts and get refocused, because they do start feeling very hypervigilant and very out of control. It's just chaos inside their own minds, and that usually comes out in extremely hyper behavior or extremely angry behavior. Some of the older kids, I know my daughter fell into this category. You do not want to tell them what's coming ahead, because they'll plan and script everything for their benefit, take advantage of the situation, and, oh, this is perfect opportunity for me to play victim, or get so-and-so to give me a poor me look. That might be the only reward they get that night, but that's totally worth it. All of the planning and scripting and whatever it takes to get that poor me look. That's their goals. They set goals for themselves like that to feel in control. For that comfort, that reassurance right now, they may need more of that. So add in more hugs, more reassuring looks. Keep them close to you. That's going to keep them safe. If they are standing close to you, put your arm around them or hand on a shoulder. You can hold their hand, whatever, depending on their age, is appropriate. And that just gives them a little bit more comfort in uncomfortable situations, because this is the time of year where they are really uncomfortable. For those kids that are struggling with their own thoughts, missing their bio parents, feeling angry about that, you can add extra exercise of some sort in this time of year. Getting physical is exertion. That's going to release good hormones in their brain and help them sleep better at night. I always suggest snacks about every 2 hours. This keeps the blood sugar leveled off. Good snacks are cheese sticks, handful of peanuts, carrot sticks. Usually the protein snacks are better. Holiday coloring books, it gives their mind something to focus on. And yeah, just keeping them occupied with activities is going to keep their brains from planning. So anyway, I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you soon. So until then, have a great day. Bye-bye.